nipa kunkumi adoso.
First of all, I think it's high time the IGP, Mr. Christian Tete Yohunu, sends more police into the town for night patrol, because the unaliveness that has happened in the past 3 weeks, including 3 taxi drivers, is scary and mind-blowing. This is not the Ghana we know. Look, in the past 3 weeks, 4 people were found unalive in bushes. If I add the immigration officer, that's 5. You understand? 3 of them being drivers. At the tail end of June, a taxi driver at Ashama, he was kidnapped. The kidnappers called his family. A taxi driver. The kidnappers called his family, telling his family to pay 600 million, 60,000 Ghana cedis before the man will be released. His family said they don't have that money. The very next day, they unalived the man. Days after that, a taxi driver at Nigo Pampram, some 3 guys asked the taxi driver to send them to Aplao. When they were going, they unalived the man and they were arrested. Days after that, it was this Jama boy called Atom who was found dead in a bush. Days after that, it is a taxi driver at Accra who is a mechanic by day and a driver by night. He was unalived with his leg and hands tied behind his back. What's going on? This is not the Ghana we know. So, Mr. Christian, the IGP, please send more men on night patrol. If the police are plenty in the town, all these things will not be happening.
You couldn't pay Ghana too much. Car jacking no air dorsal. Now you could a taxi, you could a Pragia, and then or more men for your queen and enough where you could abba. None ye kidnappers, you could na Nigeria folk, suspect yet Nigerian. Nigeria for soon, my friends and king of Igbos, a Igbo kendo, or an Amai, Eddie Rofi. And I also don't know how I'm immigration for no quite mention. I'm for as I say, I'm from the Ghana. I say, for no more room, frosters and no more room, scammers and no more room, kidnappers and no more room, no book on one of them. Movie and my son send a message, Maya. If you see something, say something. Men, I mean, go home, I can't know. Asem ACC or Ghana too much. From last year, I started with car accidents, careless driving. A month for more public figures are accidents. Basa. From funny face accident to a Kaswa to the time Lewen, Koyon Cancer Lewen, Ebabe unveil and Asobe Lanche, the movie, The Country Called Ghana. Now, I did overcome the country called Ghana, Sem, Send Obekas and Pobecas and Bonuia. Ukotwi ka no de konu amanfo mu no awie woku bi ba kwa Samira Baumia, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia wife sa de ka konya accident man bodyguard ba kokra free mu Pastor another professor friend say Suleiman neba ketwa only 18 years e ba ne sen wafaka wakoku ma mienu pan eno anno ya mutu na ya dwene say police for be sha say over speeding. Young found say, oh, yeah, o can't 4x4 would drive best stop you near check up. Yeah, friend, the next one in January 2025. Any Pacum, ever seen it? Yet, I say immigration officer Bako, oh, I got to Konimapa, Nadam, watching Okuno. Bessin the assembly Guso investigating here. Now, yeah, Kotoko. Abrante Bakwa, some Kobo Matisa, Jama boys, Conti boys, or Sabi Gidi Pa. Now you go very up, Yakuno. Fire festival, see our tamale. School nya kwala bi kobi kodru ya pum ya chino ya kunu nanu yai ya say taxi driver bi fa amount for me ensa twa also ya chino ya kunu as it stands now Adam agbana awo ye MP Ketu North papa no ya the warning amano social media no so say ne constituency hono no amount for say de ekoso no Nipa now make account is on to me can the last 1 month. Nipa best 4. And you come mother bontia. She and now go PM your school sir. Suzy Penaman etuo school nya kwala o SS new. Many wo SS no na gare. Ana na ye pre. Ne ye prechito. Dokono ne nchenam. Omo de no mo pretuo ho. Atima shuti asai abayeni. enye Ibrahim Muhammad Dawroma ka ban nani asai ye ka say no an na say ya ye hu SS ni baako o hye wi out school dem wi o o te classroom wi na nka say o de ko che ghetto bi on penifo o manyini kura na o mo hye na okrom no o mo de ne ade ko hye nwuram no ono te classroom ewi akete o twini mi ni waje na ye ka say no an no na ye two students tuo omuguta ya sachi omusoso sesi a me ne wo kasai uko piem wo Upper East Regional original minister Donatus Akamugiri Atanga uko piem wo Zuarungu senior higher hey school ni ba akwa we phone na ba ne sen a adane clash a clash between two tribes kusase phone ni gusifo already uko piem wo bokwa kusase phone man pusi for konto kwadada and the our school mu SS for no so senior high school for so got tribal issue ama na school we are closing it down indefinite so mun kofi se tension no e back camera and send us from back na anya no nko just some few weeks ago and it is Medi Ogopimo Medina Zaviu Sozu a friend say a constituency papa no ebe kan asemba before so be kan report na ba what that say mema baku 20 ako difale akola wadi 13 na say wanyini yanke because we repi no o ma repi akola wadi 20 friends 13 after say honorable Zaviu Sozu ekoye ni investigation also say a lawyer oba so no akola na defaulting and also akola no enye nipa 20 and the force in that at once nemo no akola ne member back 20 na adada ana odi afafuru nti mu busa na oni be makura onye mo no nti mu guso mu investigation happen nipa 20 no but still it doesn't make sense say member can think about 20 nipa mu se mu nya akondo ma no e akola odi 14 years Jesus akola odu SS na ena me ni ukasai court aya wo ugo pimo wa zongwa in the upper west region a 31-year-old 31 years wa ko di fale akola wo di 5 years rather 31 years wa hu oba bia ma ne ho anya akono emaye omonama ne ya gesi say ya riri ene ugay obi age because ene guess no ye change ni sa we serious guy you be 1 night stand inti when in achi in this era of indecent girls are wono ah muntimi say be ba ko no when ya bi as a 31-year-old 5 years ni ana ho na wo utedua no sori ye no wo de ko e enti court adele no for 7 good years na minim 7 na say swama me bisa ko me ba pa wo di 5 de wo ya be ma na wo tete what eni ni se ti mitu mumu wo ne me ba wo di 5 years akoda this is a court na chemi so count because area e be for funu ansa na ya cheme ati de pa unity ni pa nwene 5 years ni be ma wo di 31 years 5 years ni na wunya na otimiri no na court mo so goma na mama na 7 years pe na grada dey na grada 15 years na we 7 years awo na we ni na no e wo be bi efre a eba na ha de efre mo to mbo ase we e naked truth our old Oldboga trends making sure say oba subscribe like it na share ma unua enya bi ehwe na for comment to comment section na say nipa kunkum yi adoso emema mu repi maye adoso school for na omadane say a member of parliament and tokwa etuotuo ene friend say sekantwe ene wi no mo ana e ka omo no adoso na when you say Ghana police for sana de ntia muntimi nya adwuma nanu anie protocol nsem yo yes out of 1,000 security recruits I dismiss you mono hey nyankopo ensan kan no kure na chese ebi fiti qualification baako say ebi kura ni certificate It is a be yare, it is a yare no. Wouldn't go dinner due to some good dinner, room 30 minutes, ultimately, and ye. Ah, where your medicals are police, soldier, migration, first service, or more, and send for the pole. Ya jump it. MPB to me complain say now then na me ba no ma yi na free mu me wo fa ase ma yi na free mu ye ko hwe ya MP ne ba no kra certificate oni bi Jesus bra de oni bi se de bi oni bi say the MP we ya o say wo fa ase yi na free mi enti aden Ghana na mpani ya na mo for police ni soldier ni fire service say eyen kwase adwuma na say ya na mo ya we na fire service ni this Ghana for now mo ti wo man ko fire service go no etimi je fire service for fire hydrant nobody do ja because fire service for the ground need me. So how did you employ them? Now yeah, Ablekuma not police force standing there sheepishly like a friend say pregnant fishes. Omutimi nyahwe and ya bu amam for easy. Why? Because protocol babies. Protocol policemen. Why any and some abana ya there's a bunny na tofa. And yama cause wo Ghana security mu de say answer such na asem na good news be one semi we because John Dramani Mahama wakasaba before that yentie kwan ya fa so dismiss over 1,000 security personnel are oman meet qualification but so yeah for more we
who really are we in whose authority or in whose hands are we placing our security as a nation? These are people who will go through the training, pass out, and come and will be handling our security, especially regarding the police service. Okay? And then if these people are not qualified to be there, do you have an idea the danger that portends for us as a country? That we entrust our security into the hands of people who do not make the cut. The minister gave an example of an MP who called that his nephew or relative had also was almost passing but had been removed, and when checks were made, he did not have a single academic qualification. He did not make the cut, but this person had been recruited and had almost passed out. So you see what we're doing to ourselves as a country. Well, we want to politicize everything. We want to do protocol with everything. We want to do who you know with everything. And to think that about 1,000 people were in our security services without passing. Some actually had chronic diseases. Can you imagine? So in the event that they are performing their duties and they have an attack, a medical attack, what happens? It's dangerous and we need to be serious in this country. So I'll break it down. Out of the 1,000, there were about 320 police recruits, around 730 immigration officers, several hundred firefighters, and 50 staff of the Narcotics Control Commission. Just think about it. All these numbers, people who do not qualify. We keep putting square pegs in round holes, and it comes back to bite us, and we continue doing it.
Now, reporting the way now when I'm missing beside retired General Harry, I need who. Say more time no na say na moye na ne saa time no bema ojina so soja ni nsuro ya kase bema ba o na mema ma soja ni ba akukura pie ha mema 10 obi abeda ene civilians say o mochi soja fo bo mu ani say ube ne say ujai 1 na we back your friend say fall back soja ni betima fall back ma ye de pick up best 3 bia bi si wo bo amanfo atwe kai 1 civilians ebu police soldier for the bia me hu bebrebe de dia shaman semba eni bia 1 in civilians ebu soldier for za na retired general area ni do say a system no kwan ya for recruitment and that protocol nsem no o say nsem no yenya protocol no yen for proper channels and for security personnel no ye wo amanfo more heart for this particular institutions. Near for some go for Nenya say ye pay Jubama party ni be all because ye pay Juma keke and the amano.
The thing is, the protocol thing, they never turn out to be the right material because the job itself is hazardous. So if the man is not going to be capable and you give him the chance by force, illegally, when it comes to period of challenge, he will run away. And we are talking about people to defend the country. Do you know of the police investigation in Kibi ritual murder case. You know of it? A chairman, sir.
Yes.
You read the book?
Yes, I did.
Do you think a protocol police officer will do that?
No.
Can do that kind of investigation?
No, you can't.
You can't. And protocol soldiers could never have helped me in Rwanda. they wouldn't be able to.
They will run, eh?
They will run. Because, I mean, it's not easy.
Yeah.
Everybody's afraid. Bullets are flying. You know, but if you know that at one time you took an oath,
Yeah. Then you go by.
you live by it and do your work. In the process, somebody is going to be hurt. Somebody is going to be killed.
Now, out of the government accountability series, and then people do so, the defense minister, Honorable Dr. Edward Omanibuama. Now, Omanibuama, a briefing, no, say, okay, among 4 criticize, quite a fast 500 policemen, 500 soldiers, and so. No, Cronium, you say, out of 452 applicants, and apply for Ghana Military Academy. Emu 210 no mu meet criteria na ba kokra eligibility test no only omuni na omu meet na shockingly no emu 64 are currently omu training under the RCC 64 batch for no or 34 trainees omu jump omu training methods ni bi stages ni bi sa all because e person pass on neke in the way oye soldier ni obe pass ya ba obe wiere civilian be china bono obe pass ya ba oba civilian be gua no obe ba ye come mema ma atade na hye ne kwa onye bi because soldier training na didn't form 6 months no ontimi nya bi tie ode fa ko share oye ha wi a obedir ha ndi be wi no oye soldier ni su kapre woni ba kwase ni mu ye go tie Dr. Omanibuama Why of us to church him na say ni eguso ye for military men ni e so pa.
I assumed office as Minister for Defense. I instituted an inquiry into the enlistment of would-be officers. 452 Ghana Military Academy hopefuls were investigated. Sadly, the outcome of the investigation, an audit conducted by the Ghana Armed Forces into enlistment into the Ghana Military Academy for the regular career course 64 and 65 and short service course intake 62 revealed that 210 out of 452, 46% did not meet the eligibility test. For the regular career course 64, who are currently in training, the audit pointed to some 34 trainees who sidestepped one or more of the stages of the enlistment processes. Ladies and gentlemen, it was difficult sending them home since they had been in training for almost 1
And it's a wow, defense minister Kasasimwe. Not in the last 2 months, young Kunipan Tunkoni Wudum, Korano, Ebrotena. Now, this is an economy that a plan project 24-hour economy. This is the economy. I say, but say, anadu na yedmu na wiembo ni yekuye na anadu ayo John Dramani Mahama say Maxi Billian kawakuma toyem kawakuma toyem or say obe solve problem no once and for all because the president of solution master, the king, the master of solutions wa ama so be complaining wa ama so be catch him say problem that wa with him but obe solve it nti o say o decentralize kwanya ye fa so edify security personnel no into called region by region now and you be fa man for on merit na minim se betima ye aduma because said the party for na ye ward no so man say nya we appointment the NDC 2028 mo party for na betu otiam because omo try some mo aduma and I don't know why we are not trying to create work for baby nipa na honde betimi. You are not just supposed to be employed. You are supposed to be employed at places that are productive. But Ghana ni penisa. John Mama said, "Men can't tell me say, I monoglass say now we NDC ni, we MPP ni, we Ghana ni. Soldier, police, immigration, fire service, custom, any of the security agencies we are. Based on unim the nyansa o pepper awo so the best 7 man no eno original so dey afa wo nti e be for no original base yen koye no protocol na kra ni bi na ne wafa ne wafa ase adamfo wafa ne girlfriend o say no etu atwa nti the retired General Henry ani the who kano John Dramani Mahama say wotie na sopom obeye sele bia ni pakungu na adoso no etu betwa sele bia ye 24 hour economy mu a we etu betwa.
We also promised to decentralize recruitment into the security services. And so we're waiting for financial clearance from the Minister of Finance. And when we get it, every region is going to have a quota to send our young people to serve in the security services.
Kakum yajini kwaku anumti we ayen sama John Dramani Mahama so e kan na said ye me ho yira msa na ho yira ye ku nipa Ghana too much ka jaken no e ya doso na yaku we yajini taxi yaku we yajini pragia ene omo ye namfo yaku we na ye na namfo we yaku we aba nanu ye kidnappers yaku we ya na Nigeria for suspect ayechi ya yachi Nigeria ni Nigeria for so ne ama friends and king of Igbo say Igbo king onanam hayi edi rofi and I also don't know how immigration for no kwan be so na mufa so assess am for no mawura Ghana because some of these people that are coming with these criminal records omo be say answer mu no what omo criminal records that o and then I say me ko America me ko other countries I'll be properly checked but high there zero and also mawura achewofu anu mawura fraudsters anu mawura scammers anu mawura kidnappers anu mawura ne buko aranfo na made mo wi ana ma say ne mo send message my if you see something say something me na me go home country when you are allowing them to enter into the country when mo dina kwa no so na o mo de kan betwam na mo give 5 Ghana no 50 Ghana be mo je no mo twam no when you cannot put the law in order the only time a Ghanaian police here guy is we jan Ghana ni unika pro no bokum enye na ho ne abase enye mrani na onanim Uosika na uchika kese obomo twam anu kwa de onsa anyewo eno na chama nothing for the boys but who say here no wo na wako busia betwe neka corrupt people because of protocol seminti mafomo be wo no mo sema no how can we as a country be employing people like him say no meet qualification? There's one thing, someone is qualified but there's no job opportunity. But how on earth are you employing someone who is not qualified? That phone woman and godo. Hairdresser and his friends and tell an woman and go. Police do man kwan e track e money. Na have seamstress for ne teller for ne come the phone yes can police will be. Take away their 1 Ghana. The actual salary of munya the fashion design for in your name, the teller for you for in ye. E be na a police for ne so your kunya. And young kwan be first one the vocational technical skills na highly lucrative. Ama Ghana for put your strength in it. So one go school in Ghana still we wo obenya bi adidi. Aye chinchin ntwan. And ye ba party for you from Google soldier, police. For whatever trigger reasons. Yenya a whole personal person ne obey president of Ghana. Can you compare go Japan ka kire say. A plane for national television zoo. So no this base 1 million Ghana cedis edema the invisibles any a friend say a friend Delta Force. 9 people for buy no omo boys na bo omo ja omo for manche police and soldier omo building map. How are you going to build a man who does not have JHS certificate? So of national security no. How are you building him? Are you not come to kill us? You are sending someone who is ignorant about the you are sending an incompetent person into a field where he's going to hold a gun. Kennedy them say me say don't feel you president is hard though. Because how can you Kennedy? No, why can't we on national television? And you get people who applaud him for that. Now munka shana do say yeku Ghana for 10 na e ba be position ba ko say mo so ram no so. See na JB dan ko yeku na bi si na yehu ne kila no. Say say ya na jonkum e poison na besi na yehu ne kala no say ya na muga se yankwa na bebre yini na bebre wey a naked truth our old Boga trends. Subscribe, like, share, na comment section. I say, Edino a Maxi Billian Macau. Bye bye.